Hey sis, have you been struggling to really be consistent in your prayer life? But you know that in order to have the type of relationship that you desire with God, that you are going to have to go to the next level in prayer. If that is you, then I want to share with you some benefits of prayer journaling and show you how you can begin prayer journaling on today and how it can really connect you deeper with your relationship with God. If that is you, I want you to stick around and listen to what I got to share with you on today. If this is your first time with me here, welcome, welcome, welcome to my channel. My name is Dr. Erica Wyatt. I am a Christian educator, a growth strategist, and a consultant, and I am just here to share the love of Jesus with you. I'm here to help you become that confident woman that God is calling you to be. On this channel, we talk about prayer, we talk about strengthening our relationship with God, and we talk about unlocking his divine design for our lives and how we can be a blessing to others by walking in that purpose. If that is something that you are interested in and you're ready to take your Christian growth to the next level, then stick around and check out what I have to share with you each week. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, like this video, and turn on your notifications so that you know when I drop a new video. So here we go. Let's get into this talk about prayer journaling. So first of all, what I want to do is I want to share with you one of my own prayer journals and really show you what that looks like. So let's go into my prayer journal. So as promised, here is one of my journals. I have many of them, but I am going to share this particular one with you on today. It is one of my newer journals. And of course, I have plenty of things inside of here. But one of the things that I have in here are some of my prayers. And one thing I love about prayer journaling is it does spark insight into different things. A lot of times I journal a lot about my businesses, not just spiritual things, right? But because God is concerned about every area of our lives, okay? And so you can see as I flip through here, there are many things that I'm talking about. Again, my business journey, right? Things that God is doing in my life, insights that he's sharing with me, revelation that he's giving me about building my business, about building ministry. There's just so many things that God gives when you begin to write down your prayers. And as you can see here, we have June of 2023, right? So many things that insights that God gives me as I just sit with him. That's really one of the most, I think, beneficial things of prayer journaling is that you have that time to really just sit with God and to hear the voice of God. So again, I want to encourage you, right, to grab your prayer journal, June 16th, 2023, right? Grab your prayer journal. As you can see, right, I was a little discouraged, right? Here, sometimes we are discouraged. Sometimes we don't get the results that we want in different things in our lives. 619, right? A lot of times we don't get the results that we want. July 8th, okay? Yes, July 28th, right? See, this is me business journaling, but this is me talking to God about what it is I want him to do in my life, in my business, in my Christian walk, in my relationships. I mean, I journal about any and everything. And so I want to encourage you, right, to grab your prayer journal on today. Here we go, 9/9. All right, on this morning, right? We don't want to get too deep up in there, right? I don't want to show y'all everything that's on my mind. This between me and God now. But yes, I want you to go ahead and grab that prayer journal and let God start to use you. So as you can see, there is no right or wrong way to prayer journal. That's what I want to say first and foremost. A lot of times we refuse to do things or we allow different things to stop us, right? We let roadblocks and hindrances get in our way. And we really just kind of make excuses about different things. But I want to share with you on today that there is no right or wrong way to prayer journal. The bottom line is that God wants to speak with you, and you setting aside time to talk to him in the form of a prayer journal is going to help you to connect deeper with God. So what all do you need to start prayer journaling? Really, all you need is a good journal, right? You can use a journal that you already have, or if you're like me, you can go out and buy you something cute, right? I like cute journals. So this is a new journal that I just purchased that I am going to be using for prayer journaling as well, right? It says, she is clothed with strength and dignity, Proverbs 31 and 25. So I am going to definitely for 2024, this is going to be my 2024 prayer journal. So yes, go out and get you something that motivates you and that makes you want to write on the inside of it. And then guess what? All you need is a dedicated time. Commit yourself to the process. Dedicate some time each day, whether it be 15 minutes or 30 minutes, right? It might turn into a little bit longer, but just start out, right, with a few minutes each day and set that time aside and let God know, God, this is our time together. This is our time that we are going to talk, right, in the form of a prayer journal. So those are the only things that you need to begin the prayer journaling journey. But on today, I want to also share some of the benefits, 3 benefits of prayer journaling with you. So the first benefit of prayer journaling is it's going to help you develop a greater consistency in prayer. If you're anything like me, right, I am a mother. I'm the single mother of 4 children. 3 of them are adults on today, right, and then my youngest is 15. But I know what it's like, right? I've been on this journey for over 20 years. So I've raised small children while striving to get closer to God. So I know what it looks like to feel like you don't have the time, okay, to feel like you cannot squeeze another thing into your schedule. But I want to say this, as I've said before, right? Spending time with God is not about finding time. It is about making that time, because it is so important that you strengthen your prayer life and you strengthen that relationship with God. So prayer journaling is going to help you create a greater consistency, right? Because it's going to take some of the pressure off of just praying. Okay, a lot of times, again, we have associated so many different barriers with actually praying out loud. Or how should I pray? I don't know what to say. Is God really going to hear me? Prayer journaling should help to take some of that anxiety away, to take some of that questioning away, right? When you're able to just sit down and just write out your feelings, write out your heart, write out what you want to say to God, right? Praise him, worship him, give him glory, give him everything that's due him, right? Again, there's no right or wrong way to prayer journal. There's no right or wrong thing to say in prayer, as long as you are sharing your heart with God. Number 2, what is the number 2 benefit of prayer journaling? The number 2 benefit of prayer journaling, one thing that I have found, is it allows me to really share things with God that may be difficult for me to speak out loud, right? The Bible tells us in Romans 8 and 26 that we don't know what we should pray for as we ought, but the Spirit of God makes groanings for us, right? There's things a lot of times that we cannot even utter out of our mouth, but the Spirit of God will bring those things up in us as we sit, again, as we dedicate this time to God. The Spirit of God will lead us and direct us on what we need to say. And even if you cannot verbalize it, your prayer journal is there for you to write those things out. And God honors that just as much as a verbal prayer. I want to say that as well. Know that God honors your prayer journal just as much as he honors your verbal prayers, right? He honors your prayer journal because, again, it is you sharing your heart with God. It is you saying, God, this is our time together. This is a time that I am dedicating and I am committing to getting closer with you, to talking with you, to communicating with you on a daily basis. So again, I want to encourage you, get that prayer journal, right? Because this is going to allow you to get some of those prayers out that you might have been holding on the inside. And the only way that God can begin to deal with that, to heal you, to restore you, right? To give you clarity and direction is if you put that before him. The Bible tells us to cast all our cares on Jesus because he cares for us. I want to encourage you on today. God cares about everything that you're going through. There's nothing too little. There's nothing too big, right? For God, everything concerning you, every detail of your life, God is concerned about. So, what is the number 3 benefit of prayer journaling? Number 3, I think, is one of my favorite benefits of prayer journaling, and that is that it helps you to keep a record. It helps you to create a history with God, right? A history of answered prayer. A lot of times the enemy wants us to think that God is not hearing our prayers and that he is not going to answer our prayers. But the Bible tells us that the effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man, that it avails much. It produces great results in our lives. And so I want to remind you on today, or to encourage you if you don't already know, that God hears your prayers and he answers your prayers. And by keeping a prayer journal, you have the proof in black and white that what you are talking to God about, that he is listening and that he is answering your prayers. So guess what? When you're discouraged, when you're going through something that's very challenging, when you're depressed, when you're down and out, when the enemy is telling you that God is not hearing you and that he is not going to respond, you can flip back through your prayer journal and remind yourself and encourage your spirit that if God did it before, then he will surely do it again in your life. So I want you to be encouraged on today. Get that prayer journal, go out on today, get you a prayer journal, and begin to set aside time every day for you to talk to God in your prayer journal. So until next time, you be encouraged and you continue to strive for God's great purpose for your life. God bless.